Greetings, dear viewers! I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to Final Fantasy II. We have made it what I sincerely hope is at least halfway up the Tower of Mysidia. I just pray that getting Ultima at the top is going to be worth it. And the answer to that will be a resounding... kinda. Yes, in Elixir, and don't trust that room, that's a trap room. Okay. I will use my attacks. Okay, so... No, I want to go down. Nope, that wasn't it. I lose focus for just a single second, and I end up forgetting everything about where I am and what I'm doing. Isn't that just the way? Alright, up there's the trap room. I may actually have to cut back on the spells. There is still a fair amount of tower to climb. No, I'll be okay on spells as long as I start using Lurper Bob for the healing. Yeah, alright. So, Quill is now officially off of major group healing duty. That's a trap room. This is just more bombs and gigas. Yeah, at 11 MP per cast, I really don't need to worry about conserving for the sake of just Holy. The really crazy thing about this game is that I could have grinded to this level of HP and MP from the very beginning of the game, if I had been willing to put in the time. Oh! Oh! Okay, no. No, 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 no. Scourge and Holy on the whole damn group. Please kill them immediately. Crap. Crap. I could lose this. I could actually lose this. No, wait, no I can't, because the second round of Holy is gonna kill the whole pack. Okay. I think this second round will kill the whole pack. I did not like that. I would really appreciate it if that never happens again. Okay, it's a preemptive strike. We've already won this. There has to be a way. There has to be a way to protect yourself against that debuff. But frankly, I'm so terrified of it. That's a trap room. That's a trap room. I'm so terrified of the things that I can't afford to take the time to experiment. Look, if I find another pack, like a small pack of imps, or another one where I get a preemptive strike, I will engineer it so that I end up with only one left, and then I will experiment. And I will see once and for all if barrier or wall are actually capable of stopping that confusion spell. This one is not a trap room. This is actually the way forward. Thank you, Ricard. Wonder how old Gordon's doing right now. Frankly, I wonder where Layla is. She just kind of disappeared when I ended up in Leviathan. Okay, so are you going to be a Thunder Gigas? Yes, you are. Fair enough. Boulder's 9. Okay. Why not? Boulder's 9. Sure, that sounds like an attack that might exist. Alright. Now this floor is very stupid. If you go off any of these side hallways, there are trap rooms. Trap room on the right, trap room on the left. Actually, this is actually an opportunity. The attacks from these creatures can inflict poison and confusion. So this is a good chance to see if barrier or wall will stop that debuff from being applied. So let's load up all my defensive spells and see if it makes a difference. Okay, well that didn't do anything to Ricard that time. The problem is that with group targeting spells in this game, I'm never really sure like how they function. Like, I think with... I could be wrong. But I think that with something like a group targeting barrier, it can have a chance to not quite put a barrier of the full strength on the target. Maybe? I'll admit I don't fully understand how that works. And that's an opinion based on just experience. It really doesn't look like it's able to put out any debuffs on my party right now. But before, I had definitely seen it. I had definitely seen it block. No, because earlier I had definitely used a barrier, but then still had it, had myself hit by Confuse, I think. This is the last turn I'll spend wasting on this. Okay. Alright, they do seem to be fully defended. So, how do I resolve my two observations? Barrier's description specifically says defend against special attacks. Now, special attacks doesn't really seem to suggest debuffs or status ailments. So, what if what it means by that is that it protects against extra effects originating from normal attacks? Ooh, flare! Okay. Ooh, monster in a box. Great. Okay, one flower. I can handle one flower. For a while there, monsters in boxes were actually getting really, really tough, but yeah, apparently they just decided to backtrack on that. But that time it didn't hurt him at all, so... Alright, I am going to move forward with the assumption that barrier will stop... Yes, okay. Now I can actually engineer my test. So I do have the wall spell. The wall spell is supposed to block black magic of a level equal or lower than the spell wall. So in theory, this would block any magical effect of level 16 or lower. I think. Let's see if that extends to confuse. Okay, it does not. And Bob is dead. Okay. So, let's actually try Barrier. Will Barrier achieve this? I really don't like pushing myself to find this out, but I need to know if I can rely on my walls and barriers. And let's get out a protect barrier, just in case. Alright, another wall. Okay. Please use confuse again so I can see. Okay. Interesting. So it seems like Bob is the one that is getting consistently hit. But did my barrier ever actually hit Bob? Okay. That time the confusion didn't work on her at all. How can I waste the least amount of resources right here while I slowly figure this out? Yeah, sure, just use a life spell. What do I care? And let's put a barrier on Ricard. Alright. So now I'm going to kill a couple turns till it casts Confuse again. And neither Bob nor Ricard should be susceptible to Confuse anymore, I think. Again, it's kind of hard to know how things work in this game sometimes. And even when I've checked resources on this issue, they've been pretty minimal. Okay. Okay, so that time it didn't affect anybody. When before, it was very clear that there was a preference for Bob and Ricard to both catch Confusion. So, until it appears otherwise, I am just going to go with the assumption that Barrier 16 can stop Confuse, but that it might be a little iffy when I do it as a group spell. As for that flare tome that I got, no, I'm going to hold on to that. I'm going to hold on to the flare tome until we finally get our last party member permanently. Because this might come as a surprise to you if you haven't been paying attention. But Ricard is not, in fact, the last party member who will be joining my group. Because of course he isn't. And admittedly, this is actually a pretty powerful effect. So, I think that Wall 16 should stop that from doing anything at all. I don't know if it counts as black magic. I mean, it's obviously a level 16 ice attack, but does it actually count it as a spell? We will find out. If it can hit me, then that will mean that elemental attacks that are not specifically spells I can learn may still put me at risk. So can you get past the wall? Okay, you can. So wall is not effective against things that are not specifically black magic I can learn. That is unfortunate. The way that some spells and effects work in Final Fantasy II is so cryptic and esoteric that you can read an entire page describing their effects, as I have, and still have no idea how they function. It's actually quite remarkable that a spell from the Famicom era could be that obtuse. And unfortunately, when you play a really old RPG like this, there often are mechanics like that you have to actually take the time to test out in order to understand them. And that's another reason I suggest playing the remakes instead of the originals for a lot of these older RPGs. Because on top of being obtuse and esoteric, a lot of times the more complicated spells are also glitched in their original releases, thus making it even harder to ferret out exactly what the hell they are and how they work. I'm so close. I can taste it. A black robe and a monster. Holy crap! Okay. I don't know how strong this is, but I'm going to bank on me being stronger than it, because I am ridiculously overleveled. It would appear that was the correct way to go. Ooh, and Genji gloves! Hell yes! Okay, so black robes. Or... okay, a robe that enhances intelligence. So I don't really need... Jesus! Look how much defense those things give! That is absurd! 30 defense more than Giant's gloves? How much are these actually worth? 50? 50 defense on a piece of hand armor? That was absolutely worth it. Holy crap, Bob. No one's gonna even be able to touch you anymore. Oh, wow. Was that just a normal drop from that enemy? Is there anywhere else I can find white dragons? I would really like more Genji gloves. Ah, yes. 4 doors. 3 of them are trap rooms. This one is not. Tenth floor. This looks pretty final room-ish to me. Hello, Minwoo. I've been waiting for you, Lerp. Though I've managed to reach the seal, the magic binding it appears to be extremely strong. I will concentrate every bit of power I have on the door. Oh wait, he's wearing a mask. Maybe he would sound more like this. I should have done that with him throughout the entire game. You know, Minwoo, I think you should stand back. If you want to talk about powerful spells and amount of magical energy, I'm pretty sure we got you beat right now. Minwoo! Minwoo! We couldn't understand what you said! Then it is mine. Ooh, you look shiny. Do you have anything shiny? The crystal responds. I bestow upon thee the power of burning flame. Your strength increases. Really? I bestow upon thee the quiet solitude of earth. Your spirit increases. Oh, I like this. Are we getting full party boosts? The crystal responds, I bestow upon thee the sparkling clarity of water. Your intelligence increases. The crystal responds, I bestow upon thee the swiftness of gusting wind. Your agility increases. Heck yeah. How much are we actually talking about here? Well, Quill has 99 spirit now. So that's pretty awesome. At last. The crystal responds, I bestow upon thee the ultimate magic. You obtain the Ultima tome. Yes, please. I did it. I got the Ultima tome. And it is time to use it on Quill. So what, you may ask, is it that the Ultima tome actually does? Well, basically, Ultima is a spell that deals damage in relation to the number of spells that you possess and the level of those spells. So, for instance, on Quill, I have been steadily grinding up certain spells and effects. Mostly white magic. Cure, Esuna, Protect, Shell, Barrier, Life, Holy, Blink, Aura. All of those spell levels go into increasing the power of Ultima. And then Ultima itself, of course, also levels. The end result is that you can make Ultima absurdly powerful. Also, it did not work in the original. Yeah. But even at level 1, it can strike a single target for 179 damage. Which is not bad for a level 1 spell. If I put in the time and the effort to bring up all of Quill's white magic skills, his Ultimas will be devastating beyond measure. And so you know what that means. Oh yes. It is time for another round of grinding. And I will see you all on the next one, when I have the power of gods in the palm of my hand.